All right, boys and girls. So today we're going to be talking about titles and we're going to be talking about commas. So it says, use quotation marks around the title of a song, part of a book, so a chapter, or a short story. What you'll notice about these three things is they're a smaller type of publication. A chapter is a smaller part of a book. A short story might be in a book of big stories. A title of a song might be, one song might be in a whole album. So these are the smaller parts of a bigger idea. So we always put quotes around those. So the chapter is The Dog Days of Summer. But when we're talking about a bigger piece of work, we either put it in italics, which means like the sideways writing where people write like on the side, like it tilts, or you underline it with the title of a long book or story. So Old Yeller is the full book. So we would underline the whole thing or put it in italics, okay? So in our notes for today, which we're going to need new ones, date, we put quotes around short stories, chapters, or songs. Can you guys put titles up here? And then we either underline or italicize, I'm going to spell that wrong, which means sideways, books or albums. So a bigger type of publication. All right, that being said, I'm going to dive back over real quick to a little bit more information. We also have to know when to use our commas. So we use commas after the greeting and closing in a friendly letter and in the date and addresses. So, for example, whenever we write a letter and we say, Dear Sylvia, we always have to have a comma after that. At the very end of a letter, we typically say either love, sincerely, from. After that first one, that preposition, we put the comma, and then we say who it's from. In a date, we always, if we have the first thing we write in a date is the actual day. So Tuesday, Friday, Thursday in this case. After you do that, you put a comma because you're going to tell them more about it. It's January 5th, but then you're going to tell them even more. So comma, 2017. Right now it's 2020. So you have to have those commas if you're going to tell them more information. Okay, so that being said, I am going to put our commas in here. Commas we use after we start a friendly letter, in between when we say this, from Miss Sanders, and then I'm going to rewrite our date today. So today is, well, today when I'm writing this is, what is today? Friday, November 6th, comma, because I'm writing more, 2020. Okay, then moreover, when we write our addresses, we have to do that properly too with our commas. So we always, when we're writing an address, we always start at the top. So let's say I'm writing it to Bob Smith. Okay, they might live at 302 Wolf Road, dot. Then at the bottom is where that comma goes. So you would say like Peoria, comma, Illinois 65271. So this is telling you that there's more information to come. Okie dokie, artichokes. So today in your work, I think we're going to be doing a little bit of both of that. Let's see here. Of course, it's nowhere to be found in here. Go, Miss Sanders. So prepared today. I'm just so prepared. Hopefully it doesn't wonk out on me and I have to make another video. I have a feeling it's gonna. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so next week is this week. We will be working on the last and final one, which is 111. Okay, yay, we're still here. So it says use basically everything we just talked about. If it's a title, a part of a book, or a short story, we use our quotes. We italicize, use italics or underline when it's a longer work, such as a book or a newspaper. So example, have you ever read The Secret Garden? We know it's going to be either a book or a whole newspaper because it's underlined and it's not italicized. My brother was the only person in the class to get an A on the paper. This is great news. You can also underline things to show emphasis on something. So you really want the reader to know that it was great. We use commas after a greeting and a closing. And in a business letter, sometimes you can use a colon after the greeting as well. So you could write, we missed that part in the other one. This probably isn't going to work either. Ooh, it is today. We're having a good Friday here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, for example, if I was writing something, a business letter to Mr. Gear, I would say I wouldn't say dear if I'm writing a business letter. It's always to Mr. Gear, and then you put a colon. That's like basically a formal way of talking to someone. So you would write this to, if you want a job, or if you're writing it to a pastor, or if you're writing it to someone who you want them to take you seriously, and it's for something that you're probably going to be making money for some reason. But otherwise, when we're writing a friendly letter, so to someone that we know and you feel comfortable with, then you can write dear Bob. And then you always put a comma. You don't have to put the semicolon there. Okay, so that's a little bit different. We didn't talk about that yet. Okay. So basically, you use all that information to fix all of these. So we talked about dates. We talked about greetings. We talked about thank yous. We talked about all of this. So you should be okay. Again, novel, going to be a little bit longer. Story is going to be shorter. Story is shorter. Song is going to be... novel is going to be long, story is going to be short, story is going to be short, song is going to be short, book is going to be long. You have to realize that when you're reading those, which ones are long, which ones are short, because there's going to be a difference between quotes and underlining. Okay, and then we are just not going to do this part. Alrighty, have a happy day.